Da Vinci's The Last Supper actually hides alien connection information. The disciple John, through mirror imaging, can reveal an alien face. Is this a coincidence or Da Vinci's intentional painting technique? This video will show you what Da Vinci's code is. As we all know, Da Vinci was a painter. To this day, each of his works is priceless. Salvator Mundi was auctioned for $4.5 billion. Throughout his life, he created many things considered insane at the time, such as tanks, helicopters, submarines, which later became reality in modern history. Some say Da Vinci was inspired by alien intelligence, hiding advanced knowledge and secrets. In his paintings, deciphering them could unlock the key to the universe. But why did he hide them in his paintings? Speaking of Da Vinci, many may not know his background. Born in Italy in 1452, he was the illegitimate son of a nobleman. At age 5, he was abandoned by his father. Thus, he had no true surname. Little is recorded about his childhood until he settled in Florence in his teens. At that time, the city was a cultural hub known as the heart of the Renaissance. The Renaissance was a wave of new ideas, with many discoveries and theories emerging. By age 20, Da Vinci excelled in many scientific fields. He designed groundbreaking inventions and proposed ideas ahead of his time. But these great ideas clashed with Christianity, leading to strict scrutiny and suppression by the church. Though a Christian, he was open to various spiritual and philosophical ideas if these were revealed. Not only would he oppose the church, but it could also cost him his life. According to the church, Da Vinci was a heretic. From then on, Da Vinci hid his secret knowledge in his paintings. The hidden messages remain difficult to decipher even today. More on this later. In 2002, Italian officials used infrared scanning on Da Vinci's unfinished Adoration of the Magi. The scan revealed that his original sketches contained details invisible to the naked eye. Commissioned in 1481, it depicts the biblical story of the Magi visiting the newborn Jesus. In the top left background, a desperate couple sits on stairs, but another layer reveals a completely different scene, an Egyptian temple under reconstruction. Most notably, a lotus is hidden on a pillar, symbolizing the flower of life in ancient Egypt. The flower of life represents the formation of the universe, implying that everything in the universe is geometric. Sacred geometry reflects his advanced scientific thinking, which was controversial during the Renaissance. Had Da Vinci openly expressed this, he would have faced severe consequences. Based on this, some scholars speculate whether Da Vinci had alien contact. How else could he conceive airplanes, tanks, and other advanced ideas? Let's go back to 1476. Da Vinci was a prominent figure, and his life was well documented. But interestingly, there's a 2-year gap in his records. He practically disappeared from Earth. This gap occurred between 1476 to 1478, when he was 24 to 26 years old, just as he was beginning to rise to prominence. So where exactly did he go? This experience wasn't revealed until after his death. Researchers found answers in his personal journals, which served as his undocumented autobiography. The journal entry reads, "During a hiking trip, I discovered a strange cave. Suddenly felt compelled to enter, and so I stepped inside." That's all the journal said that day. These few words have sparked endless speculation. What happened inside that cave? What did Da Vinci witness? He left no clues. Some scholars believe he encountered aliens and gained futuristic knowledge, making him the genius he became. Others suggest he traveled through dimensions, witnessing humanity's future, hence his advanced ideas. Whatever the theory, it's all extraordinary. Yet these speculations aren't baseless. His later painting, The Virgin of the Rocks, strongly suggests alien contact. The painting's style shows figures emerging from shadows into spotlight, a technique unprecedented at the time. It depicts a fictional meeting between the Virgin Mary, baby Jesus, and infant John the Baptist during their flight to Egypt, with an angel in the background. Everything seems normal except, in Hebrew scripture, the angel Uriel guided Enoch through heaven, revealing cosmic secrets, knowledge so dangerous the Hebrew Bible was banned. Da Vinci may have used the angel to encode forbidden knowledge. The background resembles a cave exit, possibly referencing his mysterious cave experience. By pairing Jesus with the angel, was Da Vinci suggesting the angel was actually an extraterrestrial entity? Could all 15 of his known paintings contain such hidden evidence? If these seem like coincidences, consider his most iconic work, The Last Supper. The Bible describes Jesus revealing a betrayer among them, a moment Da Vinci captured dynamically. Most notably, the figure beside Jesus is actually Mary Magdalene, whom Da Vinci's journals suggest was Jesus' wife. He wrote that female figures should always be depicted with heads tilted, a technique seen in all his works. The Catholic Church suppressed Jesus' marital status, but evidence suggests Mary not only married Jesus, but bore his child, the legendary Holy Grail. The painting allegedly contains deeper codes, a cipher that could contact alien civilizations. Currently, online and films have offered many interpretations of this masterpiece. The most popular suggests the figure beside Jesus is female, actually Jesus' wife, Mary Magdalene. Da Vinci wrote in his journals, female figures in art should always have bowed heads and slight tilts. This holds true across all his works featuring women. So why didn't he depict Mary beside Jesus? Because the Catholic Church rejected the idea of God's Son having a wife, insisting Jesus was celibate. Yet evidence suggests she not only married Jesus, but bore his child, the legendary Holy Grail. But the painting hides more secrets, a deeper encoded message that, when deciphered, could contact alien civilizations. Observe the bread on the table and the tablecloth's vertical folds. They form readable patterns. But the real marvel is how the disciples' hands align perfectly, creating musical notation. If any element were misplaced, the musical score would collapse, accounting for Da Vinci's right to left writing. This melody emerges. Musical notes appear. At first listen, it seems ordinary. Even scholars couldn't decipher it, but sound carries multi-dimensional information beyond human perception. These notes may be alien symbols Da Vinci used to communicate with ETs. Remarkably, this resembles NASA's Voyager golden records, the interstellar messages containing images and sounds of Earth. Skeptics dismiss this as speculation without evidence. Was Da Vinci sending messages or teaching humanity to communicate with aliens? The mystery deepens with his controversial Salvator Mundi. Jesus holds a crystal orb with 3 white dots, the Chintamani stone from Buddhism. Why depict Jesus with a Buddhist symbol? The dots represent Orion's belt, which Egyptians believed was the god's origin. The Great Pyramids align with these stars perfectly. Was Da Vinci suggesting Jesus came from Orion, humanity's celestial birthplace? His final work, St. John the Baptist, holds more clues. The saint points toward another world beyond. Recent analysis reveals when mirrored, the image forms a hidden double exposure, perhaps depicting an alien visitation. When coincidences accumulate, they become terrifying truths. After all, there are too many coincidences. When numerous coincidences add up, they reveal a terrifying truth. Now, let's examine Da Vinci's final masterpiece, St. John the Baptist. Set in a dimly lit church, the saint points heavenward toward another realm, hinting at an approaching light that will descend to Earth, seemingly ordinary at first, like Western religious art. But researchers recently discovered something astonishing. When the image is mirrored, it forms a double exposure. Enhanced imaging reveals a face resembling an alien being. This is highly unusual. Scholars acknowledge Da Vinci frequently used this mirroring technique. Experts conclude this cannot be mere coincidence. Essentially, Da Vinci was both scientist and artist, viewing art as a medium to communicate with higher dimensional civilizations. Did Da Vinci receive signals from alien beings? Theorists answer emphatically yes. Thereafter, he encoded his works with complex Da Vinci ciphers. Had these advanced ideas been fully accepted then, human technology today would be far superior. What do you think? That concludes this episode. Join us next time for more unsolved mysteries.